Mexican Liga MX is currently ranked as the 19th biggest league in world football and the second largest in North America. It is home to some of the finest homegrown talents that have been developed using the club's academies. In today's video, I'm going to show you some Mexican Wonderkids that have been developed and are playing in Liga MX. Before I jump into that though, please don't forget to like today's video. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Right then, let's jump into Football Manager 26 and look at some Mexican Wonderkids. The first player that we're going to take a look at in today's video is a defender who begins the game as part of Chivas' under-19s team. This is Johnathan Grajales. He's 16 years old and can play on the left or the right side of your defence. At the beginning of the game, he comes with great physicals which include acceleration, agility, natural fitness and pace as standouts. In terms of the mentals, it's just his decisions, and in the technicals, it's his tackling. There is a lot to come from this player, but I believe he can go on and develop into a standout wide defensive player. Make sure that you check him out at the value of £10,000 to £28,000. There is no risk involved in taking a punt on this defender. Next up, we have an attacking midfield player who begins the game with Atlas's under-19s team. He's valued at just £9,000 to £26,000. This is Luis Gamboa. He's 16 years old, plays predominantly as an attacking midfielder through the centre of the park, but can also drop back to be an orthodox midfielder too. Looking at the attributes, he starts off with great acceleration, agility, natural fitness, pace and stamina. In the mentals, it's his determination, flair, vision and work rate. And in the technicals, it's first touch and his passing. There is plenty of scope for development, and at the price range, there is nothing to lose. Make sure that you check him out in your FM26 saves. The next player that we're taking a look at begins the game with Tijuana's under-19s. This is Olvera. He's a left back, 17 years old, valued at the start of the game at £4,500 to £14,000. Looking at his attributes, you can see there is plenty of development to come. In terms of the physicals though, he scores highly for his acceleration, agility, natural fitness and pace. In the mentals, it's his decisions and determination. And in the technicals, he doesn't have too many standout attributes, but crossing and tackling are the two that score highest. There is some big development to come, and I think this is a player that will progress nicely with first team football. Make sure to check him out, see if you can develop him into a Wonderkid. Next up, we have a player that might be a bit of a hidden gem. This is Fidel Barajas. He begins the game out on loan at Athletic San Luis, but his parent club is Chivas Guadalajara. He's valued at £800,000 to £2.4 million. He plays as a wide attacking midfielder, either on the right or the left. Can also play centrally if needed to. Looking at the attributes, he's set up nicely at the start of the game to progress well. In terms of the physicals, he scores highly for acceleration, agility, natural fitness and pace. In the mentals, has 17 for determination, 14 for flair and 14 for vision. And in the technicals, he scores highly for his crossing, dribbling, first touch, passing and technique. This is a player at the price point of £800,000 to £2.4 million. Could be an absolute bargain. I think he's one of those players that will fly under the radar because he plays in Liga MX. Make sure that you check him out in your save. The next player that we're going to take a look at is Elias Montiel. He's a 19-year-old defensive midfielder who begins the game as part of Pachuca's senior team. He's valued at £3.8 to £11.5 million. Looking at his attributes, he's a standout player from the get-go. In terms of his physicals, he scores highly for acceleration, pace, stamina and strength. In the mentals, it is composure, concentration, decisions, off the ball, teamwork and vision. And in the technicals, he's crossing, finishing, first touch, heading, passing, tackling and technique are standouts. This is a player at the price point of £3.8 to £11.5 million that could be a bit of a premium player, but I think he will be totally worth it. Could develop into one of the most fantastic defensive midfielders in the Mexican leagues. Next up, we have an attacking midfielder who begins the game as part of Chivas' senior team. This is Hugo Camberos. He is a player at the age of 18 that likes to play on the right wing, but can also play through the centre if you need him to. In terms of the attributes, he comes with 15 acceleration, 15 agility, 15 for pace. In the mentals, he has 17 determination, 15 decisions, 14 for his vision. And in the technicals, it's crossing, finishing, first touch, passing, and technique. This already looks like a player that should be on your radar anyway. The fact he's playing in the Mexican Liga MX means he might fly under the radar in most saves. For £5 to £15 million, this could be the bargain Mexican you are looking for. And the next player that we're going to take a look at is a central defender who begins the game as part of Santos Laguna's under-21s team. This is Johnathan Perez. At the age of 19, he already looks like he's established as a centre-back. Looking at the attributes, he scores highly in the physicals for balance, natural fitness and pace. In the mentals, concentration, decisions, determination and positioning. And in the technicals, it is marking, passing and tackling that all score highly. This is a player that could be set up to go on and play for a team for the next 10 years, become that rock at the back that everybody looks for. And the final player on today's list is a player that just simply could not be missed. This could be one of the best Wonderkids in Football Manager 26, not just the Liga MX. This, of course, is Gilberto Mora, an attacking midfielder who begins the game at Tijuana. He's valued at 3.2 to 9.8 million pounds, and let me tell you, that is a steal. In his attributes, he scores highly for his agility, balance, natural fitness, pace. In the mentals, 16 for flair, 14 teamwork and 14 for vision. And in the technicals, it's crossing, dribbling, finishing, first touch, passing and technique. This is a player that could become one of the most complete attacking midfielders in FM26. Make sure that you try and sign him in your saves. So there we go then. That is a list of Mexican Wonderkids who are currently playing in Liga MX that I think you should check out in your FM26 saves. Let me know in the comments section down below, are any of these players on your radar? Will you take the chance and sign some of the cheaper Wonderkids and try and develop them? Or are you interested in the higher end Wonderkids that are guaranteed to be success stories? Let me know in the comments section down below. Also, whilst you're there, please don't forget to like today's video. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel.